beginning, let's say. Okay?
Which test?
Do you remember you were writing the test? Пам'ятаєте, ви писали тест на першій парі?
Так.
Так, і за ту першу пару я вирішила вам, ну, коли буде кампус, так, ви бачите, поставила вам 7, 2 і 5. So just like for a good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, let's start then. And can you remind me, please, what was your task for today?
People who have bad marks, they must find 10 or 15 sentences about успешные.
Successful.
About successful people, and so
Those who have bad marks, у тих, у кого погані оцінки.
no, who want to get better.
It was optional.
I don't know, maybe you misunderstood something. Okay, so let's say ті, хто не відповідав, могли додатково, але не в тих, у кого, наприклад, so for example, if your English level is not very high, якщо у вас рівень не дуже високий, то навіть якщо ви там 35 есе напишете, да, то рівень не зміниться, правильно? Тобто, у вас, якщо є там якісь певні бали, то, то 95-100 у вас не може бути, так? Відповідно до рівня. So
так, що всі бажаючі можуть написати та ті, хто не відповідав.
Так, тобто всі бажаючі отримати бали цієї пари, да? Тому що знову, напевно, знову повторю, тому що чомусь попередня група не зовсім зрозуміла. Дивіться, якщо ви відповідаєте на кожній парі, так, тобто всі ваші бали, вони сумуються, і в кінці ви в кампусі побачите, у вас там буде, там скільки за семестр, максимально там 40 балів виходить. Тобто, якщо ви присутні на парі і не відповідаєте, тобто ви самі у себе забираєте бали. Тому що просто присутність на парі – це 0,5 балів. Просто присутні, якщо ви не готові і так далі. Якщо ви вже починаєте відповідати, там вже від 1 балу залежить від того, яка ваша відповідь, який ваш там рівень англійської. Зрозуміло? Тому чим більше ви відповідаєте, тим більше шансів у вас отримати, тобто тим більше шансів у вас заробити бали, і щоб не було таке, що ви прийшли на пару, да, і у вас лише 0,5. Окей?
Да, хорошо, спасибо.
Okay. Yeah, very well. So, can you please raise your hands who have prepared the, I don't know, like I cannot say the report, but the story about a successful person. Good. Okay, so I will ask one by one, okay? And then, then we will start working with the unit, okay? Okay. Yeah. Каїпецький. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much. To be honest, that's pretty interesting, and I would rather say that your brother is now a lucky person. Because, but okay, maybe others will disagree. Do you agree, the question to everyone, that success, it's something what you achieve, and luckiness, that's something what you get, or like luck, yeah, something what you get, I don't know, by accident?
He's really lucky, but not successful person because he didn't get to it himself.
Yeah, because he didn't, yeah, so he didn't manage that himself. Okay, very well, thank you. Anyone else want to
Well,
Yeah, Alexandra.
yes. So in my opinion, it's like success is different for everyone. So maybe as for him, as in his little age, he can call it success to just sleep or just like count for 10 or something like that, like small achievements. But for him, it's big.
Yes, very well. So actually, if we talk about the achievements, yeah, of a person, no matter how old the person is, even if the person, like, let's say 2 or 1 year old, then yeah, I agree. Okay, thank you. Anfisa.
Yes, I'm here. I would tell you about Jay-Z, a rapper of 21st century. This story isn't really short, but I guess it's interesting.
Okay.
So when we think about people who have got their way up to the greatest heights of success and fame from the very lowest places, we should probably put Jay-Z on that list. The man we know as Jay-Z now was raised by a single mother with his 3 older siblings after being abandoned by their father, unfortunately. It's no hidden secret that Jay-Z sold drugs in his youth, and he raps about it to remind himself of his humble roots. He is no way proud of it, but it was what he had to do to break through. Luckily, Jay-Z was able to turn some of his depravity into art. He was able to start telling his story through his music. During that time, he developed an interest in music and sold CDs out of his car trunk. Every major label in the country turned him down, and it became clear that he would never make a living as a hip-hop performer. Rather than let that news get him down and turn him back to his old life and all that crime, Jay-Z tried it from another uncle, so he became a producer himself and started his own label titled Rockefeller. It was a really rocky road. It was difficult, but shortly after, his career skyrocketed and he became extremely popular when his album got to number 23 on the Billboard. In his book, he says about his song and about failure that it was a failure, which is something that everyone goes through, but no one wants to really talk about it. Facing up that kind of feeling when bad decisions, bad luck, and bad situations feel like too much to bear, he say they can be powerful motivation to change, and it was for him. So what I can say that hard work is what gets you through life, and self-belief is one of the strongest personal attributes that will lead to your success. So when you face setbacks in life, don't get down on yourself because that's too easy. Instead, look at it with a smile and say to yourself, this is why I'm here. This is my opportunity to learn and get better.
Thank you. To be honest, like with one of the groups today, we had a discussion. What is actually more important for success, hard work or an effort? And do you see any differences between like these two definitions?
I think that they're quite similar because when you hard work and you put your effort to do something, you will go straight forward to your goal and you will reach your target maybe as soon as possible.
Okay, understandable. Thank you. The next one is Romanenko.
Okay, I'm here. So I'm going to tell you about ecology and a person who is trying to make a business out of it. Valentin Frechka.
Veronica, a little bit louder because I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Valentin Frechka, when he was 17, he figured out how to make a paper from fallen leaves. For 3 years, Frechka has perfected the technology and learned how to produce paper in tons. In May 2021, the Relief brand launched sales 1 tons of bags of its paper were sold in 2 weeks. In the summer of 2018, he won gold with his project at the International Olympiad of Genius in USA. By the end of 2021, his startup plans to increase production from the current 1.5 tons per month to 10 tons. The next goal is more global to reach the output from 2,000.5 tons to 14 tons of products per year. So in my opinion, this is a good example of a successful person.
Okay. Can you please tell me, Veronica, what you think you need to be more successful? What is missing?
I think I need more time to improve my skills.
Which skills you want to improve? Which skills you want to improve?
I want to improve my programming skills and communicating skills, I think.
Which ones?
Communicate with people.
Communicative. Okay, as for programming skills to improve, what do you need to improve those skills?
I need to learn some programming language like Python, boiше, and the others.
Okay, and what about communicative skills?
Only I must talk with people.
I must talk to people, okay.
I must talk to people to learn people and know how to talk with them, to find
okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Next one is Polyakov Mikita.
Can you start?
Yeah.
I want to tell you about really successful and famous person. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955 in Seattle. His father was a renowned lawyer and his mother taught at school, did charity work, and served on the board of a local university. Gates composed his first program when he was 13. At 15, he wrote a traffic control program with Allen and earned $20,000 in income. At 17, Bill developed the Bonneville Dam's power distribution program and made $30,000. Bill Gates is the founder of the well-known Microsoft company. Now his company is a huge corporation with almost 90,000 employees working in more than 100 countries around the world. At 31, Gates became a billionaire and Forbes magazine declared him the richest person on the planet from 1996 to 2007 and in 2009.
Okay. Nikita, can you please tell me, in your personal opinion, what personal qualities helped Bill Gates to become successful?
I think he's very smart. He knew what technology people need. He has latest. He is leader and he can let people for him.
Work for him. Yeah, he can make people work for him. Okay. Understandable. And the same question, what do you need, what you personally need to become successful? I'm sorry. Wait. Diana, your micro is on and we can hear someone else. Okay, so it's easier. So continue, please.
I need to work more hard to get to my goal, because when I will work hardly, I will get the same results, and it is the main.
So hard work, yeah, you need hard work.
Yes.
Okay, understandable, thank you. Next one is, by the way, when you have done, you need to put your hand down, because then it will be less confusing. Коли вже відповіли, тоді руку опускайте. Next one is Вероніка Остряніна.
Так, це я.
Ага.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, very well.
I want to say about Andrei Shevchenko.
Okay.
Andrei Nikolaevich Shevchenko, Ukrainian footballer who played in the position of a striker. The best scorer in the history of the Ukrainian national team, 48 goals. Winner of the 2004 Golden Ball, twice became the top scorer of the Champions League, twice the Italian Championship. The second scorer in the history of Milan, the top scorer in the history of the Milan Derby. He was named the best footballer of Ukraine 6 times. Honored Master of Sports of Ukraine. Andrei took his first steps in football on the sports ground of secondary school number 216. He played for the JEG team, which was led by a female instructor. At one of the children's tournaments, Shevchenko was noticed by the coach of the children's and youth sports school of Kyiv Dynamo, Alexander Shpakov, having invited him to his class. In total, Shevchenko scored 8 matches, 4 goals, 1 assist and 1 earned penalty in big tournaments. In 7 games out of 8, he took the national team to the field with the captain's armband. Is the record holder of the Ukrainian national team in the number of matches played as a captain. On July 27 in 2012, he announced the end of his sports career and his retirement into politics. And on August 1st in 2021, Shevchenko left his post as coach. Yes, that's all.
Yeah, thank you. And the same question to you. What is missing for you personally to get more, to become more successful?
I think зараз вопрос, что мне не хватает, чтобы стать успешной, да?
Yeah, what you need more, yeah? So what you need to develop more, to achieve more, to what personal qualities?
I think I need more creativity because I'm very hardworking, but I have problem with creativity. But I think for a job as programmist, creativity also very need this.
It's very necessary. It's very necessary.
Very necessary.
Okay, can you please tell me creativity? Why? Because everyone is talking about creativity. Why is it so important to be creative?
Because all people, ой, сейчас мне тяжело будет сказать.
Простіше давайте речення.
Because all people may be hardworking, but only people that have this character like hardworking and creativity will become more successful than that a person that only have a character of hardworking. I think, it's my opinion.
Very well. Yeah, Veronica, thank you very much. Next one, Mikhailenko Svetlana.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. I'd like to tell about Lady Gaga's history of success. So I think is everyone know about Lady Gaga. Okay, Lady Gaga is a popular American singer who has been nicknamed Lady Epatage for her extraordinary appearances on the red carpet. Lady Gaga became one of the most influential musicians in the world. Stephanie Germanotte, it's her real name, never finished university. She left art school and decided to take a job. She performed on stage in different establishments. During one of the performances, the young singer was spotted by Rob Fusari, who later became her music producer. In collaboration with him, Lady Gaga, whose age at that time was 20 years old, not only recorded the first compositions, which immediately became popular hits, but also received her incredible new name, Lady Gaga. Before becoming one of the American most popular singers, Lady Gaga wrote songs for artists such as Britney Spears and Pussycat Dolls. Gaga herself admits that working with stars influenced her own style of music. In her music career, Lady Gaga has released a lot of songs. Almost every one of her compositions received a prestigious award such as Grammy. So I think the success story of this woman proves that hard work can bring success without outstanding looks. The main thing is to believe in yourself and move forward every day.
Thank you. And Svetlana, the same question about yourself. What do you need to develop to become more successful?
So I think, first of all, I need to dispose of my bad qualities such as laziness, maybe, and get up every morning and searching for new opportunities, because it's too important.
It's very important.
Yep. And of course, prove some skills and learn languages, searching for opportunities, I think, and don't be lazy.
Yeah, and can you please tell me how you can become more, less lazy? So what are the ways?
Oh, it's really difficult for me because now I can, let me think. Maybe I need just to kick myself every time.
Yeah,
when I start залипать in my phones or computer, because it distracts
spend too much time in the phone, yeah?
It distracts me from other things that's more important than social networks, maybe.
Social media, yeah? Social media.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, understandable, thank you. What about Kozur Maxim? Kohut, sorry.
Yeah.
Kozur.
Kozur.
Так, sorry, тут Kohut, yeah, и Kozur. Yeah, thank you. Kozur Maxim.
I want to speak success story of Ukrainian football player Alexander Zinchenko. Alexander Zinchenko is a three-time champion of England, the best player of the 2020 Champions League final, and the captain of the Ukraine national team. But the footballer achieved such success after going through many difficulties. Alexander was born in the Zhytomyr region in 1996. Since childhood, he loved to play football, and at the age of 7, he got into his first team. At the age of 16, he moved to Shakhtar's youth team. He soon became a captain there. His good game was seen in the Russian Championship, where he soon began to play. In 2016, the English club Manchester City became interested in him. Almost no one believed that he would be able to play in such a football giant. In well-known football agents said that Zina would wipe the benches there and move the lawn. Despite everything, Alexander signed a contract. Now Zinchenko is a regular player for City and represents Ukraine at the international level. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Maxim. Maybe you can answer, можете відповісти. What you need to develop to become successful? Що вам потрібно розвивати, щоб стати успішним?
Окей. Ну, що треба? Зараз. To be less lazy, если правильно сказал, не знаю.
Yes, very good. Yeah, that's true. To be less lazy. Thank you, Maxim. Next one, Зайцева. Зайцева
Yes.
чи Зай? Ага.
Да.
Okay.
I would like to tell about Björn Straustrup. He had no chance of achieving anything. A poor family and the worst school in town. This is a person who can be called self-made. His main goal was to achieve real success in anything. As a child, the future engineer loved to play football, ride a bike. He was also a Boy Scout. Like most boys at the time, Strong made a living by delivering newspaper and milk. After leaving school, he entered the local university at the Department of Computer Technology. Björn admitted that he could become an architect, historian, and sociologist. But in the end, he settled on mathematics and computer science. His decisions was influenced by the school math teacher, who instilled in the boy a love for this science. He created the C++ programming language and imported a version of C. Today, C++ is used by students of almost all universities. This language has now become one of the most basic Apple languages. The subjects empowered by Björn Straustrup turned out to be so good that today is the say C. The no language means the base everything of the language. Today, Björn, lecturer of self-made now university, he is 70 years old and living an active life.
Okay, thank you, Sophia. Next one is Маховский Олексій.
Вопрос про
Yes, yes.
успешных людей.
Again?
Вопрос.
Okay, yeah, the same question. You're welcome to answer.
Что мне не хватает для успешности тоже, да?
Yeah.
Ну, вообще, success people there from loser with the adding to think process. They set them up for the best. They program the meetings for first and active any of the goals. They live in an atmosphere of process emoting in order to mass process things. You should use everything, George, writing, visual, and affirmations.
Okay, thank you. Маховский, yeah.
Yes. This story is an example of how a person with a fatal disease was able to achieve success in science and write a book that became a bestseller. So his name is Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
Such a unique person was born in London in 1942 He received his bachelor's degree from the University of Oxford and moved to Cambridge to learn cosmology. However, during his studying in Cambridge, he was diagnosed with a terrible disease that led him to paralysis. The doctor said he didn't even have much time, but in general, Stephen lived 76 years. And while being paralyzed, he wrote a book called A Brief History of Time. Moreover, 10 million copies were sold in 20 years. Hawking is an author of many theories, and one of them was named after him as Hawking radiation. In spite of his disease, Stephen kept on working as a math teacher in Cambridge University, and he published the second book called Universe in a Nutshell. I reckon the example of his life proves that no one should lose hope anyway.
Thank you. And the same question about yourself. What you need to get some success or more success?
I think I need to generate more ideas that can generate more ideas that can bring me success. It seems to me that success also depends on hard work and time, so I'll try to move forward no matter what.
Okay, very well, thank you. Next, Bodyan Pavlo.
I will tell about Yankum. Yankum is a Ukrainian immigrant who founded WhatsApp, one of the most successful instant messenger in the world. Today, Yan is an American billionaire, but during his youth, he stood in the line for social assistance and even worked as a cleaner. The American billionaire was born on February 24 in 1976 in Fastov in the Kiev region. His family was raised poor. There were even times when his family couldn't pay the electricity of heating bills. Due to a difficult economic situation, Jan's family was forced to emigrate to the United States in 1992. The situation in the family didn't improve. Jan had to work as a cleaner in a store between lessons. Jan quickly learned English, and at the age of 18, took up programming on his own. As there was no money to study, but thanks for his abilities, he entered the University of some choice, but left the university a year later, as he received an offer from the search engine Yahoo. At the company, he studied the internet industry and also made useful contacts. Namely, he met Brian Octon, who later became a friend of Kum. In 2007, Jan Kum resigned from Yahoo. During his time at Yahoo, Jan was able to release $500,000.
Okay, thank you. The same question to you. The same question to you. What you need to achieve more, to be more successful?
As for me, to become successful, you need to develop perseverance and learn to fight against waste. You constantly work on yourself.
But what does it mean, constantly work on yourself?
Please return.
Yeah, what does it mean to constantly work on yourself? What is included in constant work? Що включено в цю constant?
Maybe it's develop communication, programming skills, as for me. And developed my English level.
Okay, why do you
Okay.
So the next one is reading.
Hey, I'm here.
Mhm.
In the last lesson, I told you that no matter how many times you have failed, because every fail is a step to great success. And now I want to tell you about film director, screenwriter, producer, and editor Steven Spielberg. The future
Mhm.
famous director once wrote a series of fails that almost put an end to his career. Firstly, he didn't quality for the School of Motion Pictures Art, and all his next tries were failed. He also failed to enter other faculties of the school. I think anyone else in his place will be forever disillusioned with cinema, but Steven was determined. He entered in the technical college and directed a short film in his spare time that he spotted at Universal Pictures. Today, he is the highest grossing director in the history of world cinema. His films have raised more than $10 billion. He is also a three-time Oscar winner, producer of such films as Back to the Future, a series of films about archaeologist Indiana Jones, and many others.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but okay. Usually, okay, the intonation should be down. Yeah. Thank you. And the same question about yourself.
Okay. I think that I need to be more bold because
More
in
what?
my
Sorry.
opinion, what?
I need to be more
Смелее, no,
brave.
brave, yeah.
Uh-huh.
More brave because I'm usually scared to make some mistakes, but I know that without mistakes, I can be successful in the future.
Yeah. By the way, very interesting statement. You really think that if you do not make mistakes, it is harder to become successful. And is it possible in general not to make mistakes? Чи можливо взагалі не робити помилки?
I think someone can do it, but зараз я but. Зараз. I think yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Next one. Гордієнко. Cannot hear. Голосніше. Ага.
Сейчас я подвинусь. I want to tell you about the most popular basketball star is Michael Jordan. He made new styles that broke all standards. Nobody knew how to stop him. This phenomenon starts a new era in basketball. Average points that were made by him are 30. It's really a lot for that time and actually in nowadays. 6 times he was a champion of NBA. And he was MVP of all season 5 times and MVP of final 6 times. Interesting fact that Jordan has bad physics for basketball, and when he was a child, he wasn't demanded in school teams. But nearly 19 years old, he improved his skill and became one of the most demanded player.
Okay, and the same question about yourself.
I'm sure that if I want to be a successful person, I need to be more concentrated on myself.
Explain.
I need less thinking about another person.
I need to think less about other people. Okay.
Yeah, and thinking about myself, my interesting, and
my interest.
And be concentrated on this.
And be what?
Concentrated on
and
this.
Be concentrated. Okay. What now distracts you?
Repeat, please.
What distracts you now? Що вас зараз відволікає?
I can't say only one thing. Maybe it's everything. I just can't concentrate it on something one, and it's my problem.
Okay, so better concentration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Оксана Євтушенко. Рука піднята, але мовчить. Окей. Андрій Кисляк.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. The path to success is different for everyone.
I want to speak about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, a digital businessman, inventor, workaholic, and human beings set the direction for the development of modern digital technologies for many years to come. He looked at the world in his own way and was always guided by unshakable ideals that helped him achieve fantastic success. Soon Apple computers received the first order for 50 fully created computers, the customer was
Оксана, thank you. Оксана, дуже дякую. Thank you very much. That's enough. Okay. Андрій, your turn.
Yes. The path to success is different for everyone. Some people get positive results from the first try, while the others should go through many ordeals to achieve their goals. The latter is a story of a man who, through trial and error, fulfilled his dream. Shigesato Itoi is a talented and hardworking Japanese businessman. While being not so famous outside of Japan, Itoi is a household name in his homeland. One can call him Jack of all trades, since he's run several successful companies and is famous for writing essays and song lyrics and being a voice actor. Despite all of that, Shigesato Itoi had a dream of becoming a game developer. The man loved role-playing games. However, back in the 80s, the games used to be filled with overused tropes like knights, mages, swords, and dragons. Itoi wanted to make a game that takes place in modern America, where you fight goofy enemies like aliens and highway signs. Shigesato Itoi shared his ideas with Nintendo's CEO Shigeru Miyamoto, but his novel idea was rejected. However, he didn't want to give up on his ideas just yet. So Itoi made some tweaks in his story and called up Nintendo once again. This time he was granted a full game development team so he can start working on his game. Overall, Itoi developed 3 games called Mother 1, 2, 3. Compiled in Mother series. Every game went through a so-called development hell, and only Mother 2 made its way to the US. The others were only released in Japan. In the US, Mother 2 was sold 75,000 copies instead of intended 1 million. Nevertheless, Mother series are called classics in RPG community and gaming community in general, and are loved to this day. Despite hardships and downfalls, Shigesato Itoi has achieved his goal and tried himself as a game developer. His works had an impact.
Andrei, thank you. Andrei, can you please tell me about yourself? Yeah, what do you need to achieve more?
In my opinion, I should have more perseverance. This way I can do more work in less time, so I can achieve better results. Also, I should develop my skills that are connected with working in a team, because back then I didn't do any group projects, so right now it can be hard for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Next one is Vladislav Kugot.
Today I want to tell you for Ukrainian sciences, Viktor Mikhailovich Gusbo. Viktor Gusbo is a Ukrainian science, a pioneer of computer technology, the author of fundamental works in the fields of cybernetics, mathematics, and computer technology. Head of the Scientific School of Cybernetics. He was monitored by everyone, both foreign intelligence and the KGB. The first tried to find out at last some details of his developments. The second made sure them. In 1962, the team submitted a request for a general purpose machine Dnipro. A year later, a computer for engineer calculator promised. In the 1916s, a scientist set about Passigan machine creating the computer myth. This was only a smart part of what cybernetics can do. The scientist's personality gave lecture and interviews, but all was his wine. Plant directors were afraid of chance. Today, the computer is in a telegraph part of our lives.
Okay, Thank you very much. The next one is Ignatievsky.
Yes. Success is very. Can I start?
Yeah.
Success is a very person wants to get, but not everyone strives for this path to enough effort. An example for a success person, you can take a bunch of famous people, but I want to tell about one popular performer in narrow cycles, just like Jesus, not not Christ. He was born at resided in the city of Kirov. He went raised along the difficult paths of his achievements. On this path, many did not believe in him and believed that nothing would work out. But he still managed to become what he became. He started a very long time ago when in his youth did covers of famous songs and later began to release his own. He started in a rap genre, then moved to rock while creating his own group. Unfortunately, it recently fell apart due to internal conflict. But he also continues to move himself. He improves me very much as a person and want to take an example from him and learning something. Everything that happened in his life, he eliminates in his songs, listening to which you can find yourself and understand how to solve problems if nothing helps. His success lies in the fact that with a lot of effort, he made his dream come true and thereby proved to everyone that everything was not in a vain.
Thank you very much. Okay, then Davidenko.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Let's start. My speech about Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. They started working out a family garage. He and Jobs attempt to produce a user-friendly alternative to the computers that were being introduced by international business machines. At that time, Wozniak worked on the invention of products, and Jobs was responsible for marketing. Not long after Apple was founded, Wozniak created an Apple One, a design built largely in Jobs' bedroom and garage. With Wozniak's knowledge of electronics and Jobs' marketing skill, the two were well suited to do business together. Wozniak went on to convince the Apple II as part of the company's personal computer series, and by 1983, Apple had stocks value of $985 million. That's all.
Thank you. And the same about yourself. Yeah. So the same question. So what qualities you need to achieve to get more success?
Maybe I need to be more responsible to myself because I hadn't, and I'm so lazy. And
okay, what is the reason that you are lazy?
I don't know. Maybe I'm bad concentrated on some things and anything else.
Or something else, yeah?
Something else, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, anyone else wants to answer? Because there are like few people who haven't answered, who haven't got any points. Хто ще хоче відповісти? Окей, then open the book. Відкрийте, будь ласка, книжку на сторінці 80.
I want to answer.
Who is that? Diana, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Diana, you're welcome.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a role model for the common man. He inspires others with his successful lifestyle, a great leader and generous personality. Gates cares about other needy people. He was born in a family with a rich history of business, politics, and community service. During his elementary school life, he surpassed all of his classmates, especially in science and math, as soon as his parents noticed his intelligence. They enrolled Gates in Lakeland School, a private school. This school was known for its intense academic environment. Also, this school first introduced Gates to computers. Later, Gates was accepted to Harvard University. In Harvard, he met Paul Allen, became Gates' closest friend. They got obsessed with the computers, though they were late to some of their classes. They even skipped some classes to be in the computer lab. However, they didn't graduate from Harvard. Allen and Gates had to leave to devote their energy full-time to Microsoft, which later became a very successful and thriving company. They had a belief that the personal computers will be available to honor a desktop in every home. Gates and Allen began developing software for personal computers.
Okay, thank you, Diana. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Ще хтось? Okay, if not, then let's go to our book. Давайте відкрити книжку, будь ласка. No, page actually 81. Сторінка 81. Exercise 4A. Exercise 4A. Can you see it? Бачите?
What exercise?
4A.
You say 81?
Yeah, 81. Тільки не ту, що я вам тільки що прислала, а speak out. Yeah. That's for the next time. That's like.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready? Всі відкрили?
Ну, якщо мовчать, значить без.
Можна хвилину, будь ласка, її завантажити?
Yeah.
А на які вправи дивитися?
Вправа 4.1.
У Speak Out?
Я скрин только что скинула.
Да, дякую.
Спасибо.
Okay, so what we do? You read the sentence and you comment on that, okay? Ви не тільки читаєте його, ще ви... Yeah. So, maybe the ones, може ті, у кого немає оцінки? Наприклад, Жукова Катерина, вона присутня?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Так, тому що, Катя, у вас жодної оцінки не було.
А на прошлом уроке вы мне максимальный балл ставили?
Last lesson, yeah, but this lesson. Дивіться, кожного заняття, якщо ви не відповідаєте, то у вас мінус, от порахуйте, от у вас 40 балів, да, от, наприклад, ви хочете там 95. Якщо ви не відповідаєте, це вже мінус, та, у вас іде. Окей, read the first, please.
You will never achieve anything if you don't work hard at it. In this sentence, it said that if you didn't do anything and you didn't work, like it's not hard work, but it's only work, and your goal, you never achieve it because you sit and like do nothing.
how is it relevant to you? Can you say that you really work hard to achieve something?
No.
Okay, because
I'm lazy.
okay, so it seems like this is the main problem, yeah?
Yeah, I think yes. If maybe I can control myself and do my best, I think I can achieve all my goals what I want. And the one reason why I do it so long, it's because I'm lazy.
Okay, thank you for honesty. Okay, number 2. Nesчетный Taras present. Okay, he's absent.
Can I?
Okay, who is I?
Mikhailenko Svetlana.
Yeah, of course.
I don't have a natural talent for languages. I find them difficult to learn. So for me, it's not true. What?
Why you think that languages are difficult for you to learn? Because of what? Because of grammar, because of words, because of pronunciation?
Really, I think they are learning of them is not difficult for me. But if we're talking about what the problems we have when learning languages, maybe the most difficult part is maybe grammar for me. Because a lot of rules it's in it, and I can't learn it all of them.
Okay. Understandable. Thank you. Next one, number 3.
Can I?
Alexandra, yeah?
Yes. Так. If you focus on your abilities, then you can achieve anything.
Okay, number 3.
Yes.
Repeat again.
If you focus on your abilities, then you can achieve anything.
Так, якщо ви це підставите, то у нас вийде if you focus on your abilities and your abilities. Бачите, там трішечки тоді не...
Ой. Okay, 1 second. If you master your... Нет, stop.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help, but Sasha can... Sasha?
If you believe in yourself and your abilities.
Yes, very well. If you believe in yourself and your abilities, then you can achieve anything. Okay, tell me, please. Agree or disagree?
Yes, I agree, because you should be believe in yourself. Without it, you can't really achieve anything. Because if you don't believe in your talents, then no one else will believe in it. So, you should be уверенный.
Sure, you can be sure.
You should be sure, and know your weak sides, know your strong sides, but be sure. Yeah.
Okay, very well, thank you. Next one.
Can I?
Sure.
It's amazing what children can achieve if they...
Голосніше, ще раз, будь ласка.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, it's amazing what children can achieve if they have the opportunity to try different skills. So I think it's true, because if you have a lot of time to try something new, it can help you in future.
Repeat, please. I don't know. For some reason, the sound is not that good.
Maybe I have a bad micro. I don't know.
No, but try a little bit louder. Just a little bit.
Okay. So I think it's amazing tool because if you have opportunity to try something new, and when you're children, it can help you in future to achieve something.
If you're a child.
Yes, if you're a child.
Okay, thank you very much. Next one.
Can I?
Yeah, Andy.
If you want to master any skill, you have to practice it regularly. I fully agree with this statement because, as I say, practice makes perfect, and the more you do something, the better you can do it. You get to know all of tips and tricks and how to do something better.
Okay, thank you. Next. Maybe, let me have a look. Just a second. Шишак, yeah?
Есть.
Can you read the 6? Шосте.
Шо?
Хто може допомогти?
I am sure she will master of a skill. She is determined to do well at everything.
Всі погоджуються?
No.
So which is correct one?
I'm sure she will be a high achiever. She's
Very
determined to do well at everything.
Okay, number 7. Номер 7.
I want to. Okay.
When I really want something, I try to focus on my goal.
Yeah, and the last one.
She'll beat all the women in the world this year. She's a world-class gymnast.
Very well. Окей, добре. Значить, дивіться, на наступне заняття we have a new topic, which is called call for papers. What does it mean?
Call for papers?
Ага. Я відправила в групу.
Звонить для бумажечек.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds weird. This is like taking part in conferences, applying for writing an article or your thesis or scientific work or report. Це як інформаційний лист, да, тобто інформація для студентів, які збираються публікуватися. Я вам відправила книжку, там сторінки, які потрібно продивитися. І наступного разу ми з вами обговоримо питання, чи потрібно студентам, коли вони ще навчаються, чи взагалі потрібно брати участь у конференціях, виступати у конференціях, публікувати щось, що це дає, плюси і мінуси. Знову, так само, ви готуєте відповідь, там я у вас там питання записала, і тоді відповідаєте і отримуєте свої бали. Зрозуміло?
Yep.
Yeah. Так, тепер ваші оцінки. Бодян 2, Гордієнко 2,5, Грідін 2, Давиденко 2, Євтушенко 1,5, Жукова 2,5, Зайцева 1,5, Ігнатєвський 1,5, Кайпецький 2,5, Кисляк 2,5, Козир 1,5, Козлова 2, Когут 1,5, Маховський 2,5, Михайленко 2,5, Остряніна 2, Поляков 2, Романенко 2, Самурай 1,5, Челід 2,5 і Шишак, ну, на жаль, нічого сьогодні. Ну, просто 0,5. Да, хай відправить і свої 0,5 балів, він тоді отримує. Добре. Мені в Телеграм. Окей. Do you have any questions?
No,
No.
thank you.
Well, then that's great. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And then I will see you online next week. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, then bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.